Just went home to visit my mom for Thanksgiving. Home is in Boston. I flew home. Do you guys ever get on a plane and start judging the people around you to see whether or not God's going to let the plane land safely or not? Anybody ever do this shit? Right? I mean, I do it all the time. It's crazy. I don't know why. But now, anyway, I travel with my husband. I don't like traveling with my husband because my husband's really tall. He's about 6'6.5", right? I literally come up to his balls, or as I like to call them, 50 shades of gray. I don't like traveling with him because we always have to fight for the emergency aisle. It's always this big thing, you know what I mean? And he has to sit and coach, and he's so tall. He's in this Kundalini yoga position, sucking his own ball. Yes, it's gratifying. It's deeply satisfying. I'm not going to lie. But anyway, we finally get into the emergency aisle now, and there's a new stipulation to the emergency aisle. If you sit in the emergency aisle, the steward or stewardess will come up to you and ask you if you're willing to assist in the uneventful occurrence of a plane crash. That's what they ask. So they asked my husband. He says, yes. He's a retired firefighter. And then they asked me if I'm willing to assist. And I said, absolutely, sweetie. I'm a kickboxing aerobics instructor. That's what I do. I save lives, goddammit. So I went to visit my mom. My mom's about this tall. She's a cross between Gandhi and Yoda straight off the boat from Greece. Essentially a termite with the accent, and she's got the etiquette of Hitler. You got to see this little bitch. And she's very spunky. She goes, she's going to be 80 years old. She looked at me and she goes, you know, darling, 80 is the new 60. And I said, you know, darling, I guess that makes dead the new 80. Darling. Darling. But I feel bad for my mother, I do, because she's had a very, very difficult life. She really has. She's a survivor, my mother. You know, I've actually tried putting a pillow right over her face. Holding it there. Just holding it there, and you cannot snuff that little bitch out. It's unbelievable. She won't die. It's incredible. I'm proud of my mother. I truly am. She's becoming incredibly intrepid with age. She used to have all these fears growing up with me, like she would never get in a car with me, and that's obviously a logical thing because I drive like I'm such an asshole when I drive. I speed, I'm a terrible driver, right? But now she's becoming, with age, she's becoming fearless. So, she gets in the car with me, we're on the highway, I'm doing about 80 in a 55 mile zone. All of a sudden, my mother yells loudly in my ear, God damn, I go faster, get in the HIV lane. I'm like, 2020's right around the corner, Mom. Don't worry about it.